Hello!
Hello,
Hi,
hello.
everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome to this week's live stream. Today I'm going to talk about this PC here, right
You're not
here.
even going to introduce yourself to our new viewers.
Oh right, I'm Mankit.
And I'm Mike. Welcome, welcome. If you're new here,
don't you have
also
amazing
welcome.
news?
I do. I graduated from my master's degree, so that was good news.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, yes, I think it was yesterday, right?
Yeah, I had to defend my thesis yesterday.
Defended his thesis and I graduated.
Successfully, luckily.
I remember my defense, I didn't like it.
No, I was okay, it was okay.
No, I don't like defense because then I have to, I don't know, then they come with questions and then I'm like, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
Thanks for all the congratulations in the chat. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Today we're giving away Monster Hunter Rise.
No free PCs.
No, I wish.
What you gonna talk about a PC?
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna talk about our first AI gaming PC because it actually has the new Intel chip.
I know people in the chat usually love AI. Because
me too,
recently
right?
no one talks about AI.
No,
We're probably the only ones at this moment talking about AI.
It's not like AI is not a buzzword right now.
Thank you so much, everyone, for the congratulations. Appreciate it, appreciate it.
You even brought chocolate to the office.
Yeah, I did.
So
To celebrate.
where's the AI mug? Ooh, nice idea.
Maybe we can, with generative AI, kind of
Create a
mug. But yeah, if you want to participate, go to amazon.com/2/insider if it works again. Otherwise, follow the direct link that our bot puts in the chat, at least on Twitch. And on YouTube, the link to Gleam is actually pinned to the chat, so you can find it on top. That will lead you to Gleam. Within Gleam, you can perform certain actions. The more actions you perform, the bigger chance you have to win. And if you're a returning visitor, make sure to claim your loyalty bonus, and we'll have a slide hatch in the giveaway.
I like Alan JT's recommendation. Oh, I'm gonna call you Professor Michael for today's stream.
Yeah, should have worn a hat. and I should start wearing glasses.
Yeah, I think.
Automatically, IQ up by 20 if you wear glasses, right?
So if I remove it, IQ minus 20.
At least. It's a bit like RGB, extra FPS, glasses, higher IQ.
Extra intelligence.
I think that's how it works.
No, only a monocle and then the mustache.
Nice, nice.
So, Professor Mike, I'm going to take out the PC because last
Unboxing time.
Yeah, because last time, well, two weeks ago, I talked about the MPG Infinite E1, which is more of a basic PC. So
I like that one though. It was quite compact.
Yeah, very compact. Yeah. You're not gonna like
compact.
this one then, because this one
not
is
as compact.
No, definitely not. This one is quite huge in comparison.
Okay, okay.
So let me take it out.
People always say it's not about the size. But
yeah, but I think one of the main charming points for me with the previous PC was that it was small. But if you see this one,
doesn't look small.
The box already is quite huge.
Is it heavy?
Yeah, I think it's about like 15 kilograms. But yeah, you can already see if the box is this huge, you can expect the PC itself not to be small at all.
And don't drop the PC because then it's going to be a short live stream today.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hold the box while I?
Do you even lift, bro?
Yes. So of course this comes packaged quite well.
So full ATX PC, as it looks like.
Full ATX. Well, the previous one was also full ATX. Yeah.
Okay. Still compact size. Side effect says, don't forget to breathe.
Don't forget to breathe. Yeah. Otherwise, I'll faint and the stream is also over.
Nah, I'll just drag your body to the side and I'll continue. I'll freewheel it.
It's okay. Then
Show must go on, right?
Yeah. Professor Mike can talk about everything.
I will just bullshit about everything.
Okay, so it comes with a sort of...
Cheers, everyone.
Bag? Nah, not bag.
Not bag. Looks like a bag.
It looks like a bag. You can use it as a bag.
Looks like a bag and feels like a bag, then it's probably a bag.
You're always making the newest guy do all the heavy lifting. No. Mike actually has
back issues.
back
I'm getting
issues,
old.
so it's because of all the exercise he does. So I have to do it because my back is still healthy for now.
I've been playing too much badminton. It's not good for your back. It's a fun sport, but certain movements not ideal.
So the cool thing about this one is that it comes with an AIO.
And a nice one as well.
Every SKU comes with an AIO. So
Everyone?
Yeah, all.
Every single one. So also the more entry-level model?
Yeah. This is the most entry-level model.
Then it's not that entry-level.
No. Oh, okay. So what I did like right now, like when I see it, it even protects the inside. So to make sure that
is there a body bag inside, or what am I watching?
No. I'm not sure what this is called, but I've seen it in a YouTube video before. They add this so that the parts do not move at all. So it's kind of like
an airbag.
Yeah, but it I think it's soft at first, and then when you put it in, after a while, it retains that form so that it doesn't move.
So protection.
Yeah, expanding foam bag. Looks like a pillow. Does not feel like a pillow. Trust me.
No, not comfortable.
No.
Can we test that?
Yeah. I think you can harm people with it.
Really?
Yeah, it's that hard.
It looks quite comfy for me.
Oh, wait.
But it is some kind of.
Yeah. Take it.
Okay. No, it is not comfy.
Oh wait, I'm not breaking the insides of the PC, right?
I hope not.
Look, you can touch it. It's not soft.
It's not hard either, but it's like, yeah, you can shape it basically.
Is it heavy? Definitely not. This thing is light.
It's very light. It's very light.
It's very light. I know it looks like metal. I know I've pre-built some MSI before. Okay. But the insides look pretty neat. It's
Kid says, "Can you eat it?"
Can you eat it?
Come on, kid, taste test.
Okay. I guess this is
one bite.
I guess this is going to turn into an ASMR food.
And into a don't try this at home stream.
MSI eating insiders. No. Yeah, it's liquid till it's activated. Okay. Squeeze it. Show us how hard it is. You can't really squeeze it, that's the thing.
I think you basically change the shape when you squeeze it.
Yeah, no. And then the shape comes back, so. But, as I was saying, this PC has an AIO. And the beginning, well, the lowest tier of this PC would come with a 4070 Ti Super.
Oh, I thought maybe from this angle we could see the AIO. Ah, there we go.
Ooh.
And that's the Core Liquid E series AIO.
That's probably correct. You know most about
that. I can see
most
that.
about it. So it's a 2-fan 4070 Ti Super. It's a Ventus.
It's a graphics card.
It also comes with a tempered glass side panel to enjoy all that RGB, which I like a lot.
Oh, Monkit. Is there a peel on that side panel?
Yeah.
The peel has to go.
Okay. Let's unpeel it. Okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah, ASMR time.
Okay.
Already?
Okay.
10 minutes into the stream.
This time, I'm going to be sure that the panel does not drop.
And also no cameras killed?
Because last time the camera dropped. Oh, I got electric shock.
That was a shocking experience.
What? I wonder if the mic actually picked it up. That was a bit shocking.
Is your middle name Pikachu?
Oh, God.
So did you get the shock or did you give a shock?
Oh, I got a shock.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And then at the front there's also another one.
Not so much peeling today.
Yeah. Yes, for the people that like peels, I can peel it all day. But yes, this has a lot of...
Talking about peeling, where's the banana for skill today?
I didn't see any bananas today.
I did see a banana.
I didn't go downstairs. I was upstairs all the time.
So how are you going to demonstrate the size of this PC now?
Something always happens with Mankit and peels, yeah. Yeah, you know, even before the stream started, Mike said, "Well, you're not gonna drop the tempered glass again, are you?" I said something might happen because you know something.
I only
always
drop
happens.
tempered glass on purpose.
Yeah, and I do it on accident, but
you actually broke it. I tried to
I
break
know-
tempered glass.
Well, that happened at home, not at work.
Yeah. But I tried to break it here in this studio. Eventually, with the safety hammer, I managed. You can still find that stream.
Nice airflow potential. It has a lot of airflow. So, if I remove the side panel,
Yeah, because there are two
so there are
large
two.
fans in the front, so
Yeah.
120 millimeter as it seems.
Yeah. Then you have the 360 AIO on top, but also on the sides. If you remove this bracket, you can also add fans so that you have a side intake as well. Well,
So
it
that's
depends
quite
if
a,
you want a side intake or a side exhaust.
quite a fan club you have there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a day like that? Yeah, it will be. So
Yeah.
two 100 millimeter fans in the front, then
Yeah.
three in the all-in-one liquid cooler placed on the radiator,
Yeah.
and one 120 here in the back as an outtake.
That's the first time I've seen someone get shocked peeling the plastic off. Is there a space?
Really?
For,
I think usually the plastic is so static when you...
Is there space for an AIO there?
No?
I don't know what this is. Can you tell me, Skeets?
Or maybe Skeets was talking about the front. Could be. Not sure.
Front AIO?
It's also possible.
Oh, you mean the front?
Yeah.
No.
Not a 360, but a 240 would fit. As it looks, at least.
Yeah, 240 might fit.
Yeah. But well, by
Oh, on the
default,
side, yeah. For on the side, I would say a 240 would fit. But then you would have to remove this bracket. It's extra work.
and
don't
you
know.
will get a smaller liquid cooler because it comes with a 360 one.
Exactly. It would be a waste.
Yeah.
So. Somebody said there's no heat sinks on the VRMs. That is right. Yeah. So that's what happens sometimes when in pre-builds. They make sure that the minimum is needed when building these PCs to make sure that the price can be as friendly to the end user as possible.
Yeah, it usually depends on what kind of configurations you have, and
Yep.
if a certain configuration can run, for example.
See, this is what I mean.
What are Are you breaking things again or not?
No.
Oh,
just a lot of
just sticky fingers.
yeah. Now it doesn't look that fancy anymore. How did you attach it to hold the graphics cards there? What do you mean? How did I attach what to hold the graphics cards there? It's a 4070 Ti Super.
But that's also something that depends on this queue, because it does come in different configurations.
Yeah. What's nice that they actually do cable management in the back. So in the back you can actually see great cable management done. Better than what I did.
So you definitely didn't build this?
Definitely not.
I think you forgot a peel. I'm pretty sure you did.
Where?
At the very front.
This one, right? I did.
Not that one. That one, right there.
Yeah, we're actually live. This is not a recorded video, beep boop.
No, this is a recorded video. We can look into the future, and we know you will now say this in chat, but actually we recorded this
The RAM
2 months ago.
The RAM has a heatsink. That's actually, wait, I'll show you. Ugh.
Oh, sneak peek.
Somebody wants to see it. I'll show you a sneak peek.
Side
of the
effects
RAM.
says, are you not AI characters?
Prove it. No, you gotta prove to me that I'm an AI character.
Oh, then this is gonna turn into a who is the AI discussion.
Okay.
That
Yep.
virtually escalated quickly.
Like this. Ooh, it's hard to take it out because of the.
My kid's already killing the PC.
Okay.
I see a question in the chat. The M2, is it Gen 4 or Gen 5?
It's Gen 4. But you can. You can put a Gen 5 in it. Okay.
So you can upgrade it to a Gen 5.
Yeah. The AIO is in the way of the RAM slot.
Is it?
Yeah, look, I can't really push it.
You don't have to push it there.
You do, right?
No,
Oh.
look, there it is.
Don't you normally?
No, because the
This one does
clicking
not have
system is
it.
only on one side.
Oh, the motherboards that I've been working with still has both sides. See, it
Things
has.
change, man, kid.
But I recently built one. It was a B60.
Yeah,
B650,
some have it. It depends a bit on.
But it was a
on the-
carbon.
Yeah, it could be. It depends per model. There you go.
See? MSI. These are not MSI RAM though. It's a MSI.
I'm waiting
heatsink.
for the headline in the media. Is MSI making RAM now? Wow. RAM heatsinks for sure. So it is DDR5. What's the speed? 5600. Okay.
And it's a 32 gig stick.
32 gig. Okay.
Oh, let's not destroy the RAM.
Let's not destroy anything today, Monkey. How about that? Metro Light is asking on YouTube chat, what's the CPU? So this is also something that depends per
SKU.
exact SKU.
Yeah.
So per model.
It's Intel Core Ultra 7 265K, I think. I'm not really familiar with.
You still have to get used to the new Intel
yeah,
naming?
yeah.
But yeah, it's Intel's latest generation, so the Arrow Lake. So also for the people who are more curious about how Arrow Lake works, exactly how it performs, what different CPU models there are. Last week we did a live stream about this new generation. We also did benchmarking with it. We also had a lot of benchmarking results available from Ruud's testing beforehand. So definitely check that out if you haven't seen that live stream yet, if you're curious about more details about this new Intel generation.
Intel Y. I think most people already know that we tend to work with Intel most of the time. It's more like.
I'm a fan of AMD, so it's with X3D. It's also about what you can purchase in large quantities.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's not like there is an abundance of X3D CPUs, which is also visible in the pricing of X3D CPUs in certain regions. So that would make quite a big difference. And especially for these kind of pre-builds, we need to be able to purchase CPUs in a large quantity.
Wait, where?
In order to produce a lot of PCs.
Wait, where is it?
And also, yeah, it depends on what you're going to do, what the better choice will be. That's also something you will find in last week's live stream, because in certain situations, these new CPUs are very quick. They're also very efficient.
peel.
Yeah, there is an additional
There's
peel.
no additional peel. Where?
Look better. There.
Oh, the logo.
Yeah. Oh, wait. People have to see this. Look, there's the close-up. No additional peel, he said. There is one.
This one here. Yeah,
Challenging peel?
the prices of 7800 X3D has been crazy, so I'm happy that I actually bought one early on. Yeah.
No, they couldn't see the peel.
Okay, yeah. They just need to hear it. It's all about the ASMR.
If you say so.
Even the last X3D, I've gone back where I live.
Matt's asking, can you power on a PC to test performance or not? Yes, we will definitely
we will
power it
definitely
on
do
later
that.
in the stream. We will run benchmarks on this. So yes, for sure.
Okay, let me hook it up. Ugh. All right. I hope I didn't somehow brick it by unpacking it.
With your electrostatic shock?
Yeah. Shouldn't happen nowadays, though.
No, actually our PCs are quite
Tested,
resistant.
right?
Yeah.
They're also tested in the factory.
So actually we did, in our headquarters we have a testing facility. It is already a couple of years ago, but I think it is already almost 5 years ago. Late 2019, we did a live stream from our headquarters, where we also went through these different facilities. So I was there with Eric together, and we actually went to this ESD testing, it's called, so electrostatic discharge testing. And basically, we shock the computers on purpose to see if we can damage them, to see if they're properly protected against this electrostatic discharge.
If you're interested, you can watch the video. I think it's.
Yeah, you can still watch it back.
You can still find it in our channel. If I remember, you also tested things like liquid nitrogen in that.
Yeah,
stream.
yeah. We also went to
It was quite an interesting
our
stream.
OC lab, and there indeed they overclock a lot of stuff with LN2.
They did quite a lot of interesting things on that stream. And it's also a nice video to see how the headquarters looks like of MSI, if you're interested in that.
So the graphics card in this is a 4070
TI
Super.
Yeah.
According to Wim, that is a low-end 2K PC. I think it's,
That's
a little bit more
It's
than
not a 4070 Super.
It's the TI
Super.
Yeah, yeah. It's quite a quick graphics card, I would say.
Yeah.
It comes in different configurations though, so it goes all the way, I think, up to 4090, right?
Yeah.
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 But yeah, still, 4070 Ti Super is definitely quite a fast card.
I think, should I just sit again? Can people still see me? No. They can't see me.
Then turn it.
I can't, because this is the best angle.
Then pick a worse angle, because everyone wants to see you, of course. A little bit more confidence about your appearance.
No,
Monkey.
maybe if I put it a little bit more to your side.
That's okay.
And then I'll pop my head like this, hey guys. wait, I think this is okay. Yeah, okay, you guys can see me. But before I test the things on the PC, I want to talk a little bit more about the PC before we get started.
Mm-hmm.
If you can you go to the PowerPoint?
You will divide it in half if you put it like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but then you can't see me.
And, yeah, you
Maybe
can.
I'll stand.
No, just put it straight. It will be fine. People will survive. We will show it from the best angles later on. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So this is the, well, wait, do I have a mouse? No, that's fine.
Do you want the mouse?
Yes, they can see me, right? I can't see myself, that's why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
they can see.
Okay, so this is the MPG Infinite X3 AI second. And we call it second because of the Intel naming
I was
rule.
already asking, where was the first?
We don't have a first.
But basically that has to do with the Intel generational naming. Yeah. So these are called like the Intel Series 2, so the 200S processors basically. There was never, at least for desktop, a 100 or Series 1.
No.
It was on mobile, so on notebooks for example, the Meteor Lake CPUs, and then the 200 series also first were introduced for notebooks as well. Those were Lunar Lake, and now recently Intel also launched it for desktop, and that is Arrow Lake, and that is what we're using today. But that is also why this is called second, even though we haven't had a first of this specific model.
So in the future, if you hear a third or a fourth, it has to do with the naming rule of, well, actually of Intel. We follow the naming rule.
So we're starting with number 2.
We start with number 2. There's no number 1. We don't.
Are we talking about the toilet now, or still about the PC?
PC.
Okay, good.
I thought we were talking about ranking, but oh well.
Always number 1 then, right?
No, number 2 is also fine.
So, quick overview.
So this well, you can see it in the name. This PC is about AI. So one of the focuses that we have, of course, is to make sure to tell you how many TOPS it has, so that you can perform AI-related tasks. And AI-related tasks could be stuff like NVIDIA Canvas, or you can use MSI AI Artist. MSI AI Artist is a image generator. Sadly, I wanted to show you guys how it works, but due to me being busy, I did not have enough time to prepare in time for it. So my apologies. I might show you in a future live stream if we have a new desktop, maybe. But all of these Infinite X3 AI SKUs, they all come with a 360 millimeter AIO, while liquid cooling. And additionally, because this is a Z8 90 motherboard. It also has the features of the newest motherboards. So things such as, I think it was called Easy Clip was one of them. Also the additional...
There's many of them, but if you want to know all of them, we had a separate live stream about it where you can learn all about Z890 boards.
Yeah.
And also about the new platform, of course, because this is a completely new platform from Intel, also a completely new socket, which means it's not interchangeable with previous generations. So whereas, for example, the 12th generation, 13th generation, 14th generation, all LGA 1700, now Intel moved over with the series to LGA 1851. So completely new architecture, completely new platform. So also new CPUs don't work in old motherboards. Old motherboards, well, vice versa, also doesn't work. So basically, you need to combine a new motherboard with a new CPU for this platform.
Yeah.
So you talked a little bit about AI, and there is also like an AI PC segmentation, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell a little bit more about this?
Yeah. So we have, well, our gaming MSI AI PCs, so this is not purely focused on gaming, but also on productivity as well. So that's why we have the commercial sides of PCs, so such as the QB or the Modern series or the Pro series. But we have divided these into 3 sections. So you have AI PC, which mean well, the AI PC section is about PCs that have more than, well, have at least 10 tops, and that's, for example, well, I wouldn't say this one because this one has a discrete graphics, but without the GPU, it would be an AI PC. Then you have.
But now it's an AI.
It's
gaming PC.
It's an AI gaming PC because of the graphics card. Then you have Copilot Plus PC. So Copilot Plus is a bit different from just regular Copilot. With Copilot Plus, you have auto captioning. So whenever you're watching a video, you can ask Copilot to caption the video for you. Although I've seen a video of this and it's still, let's say, a work in progress. It works, but sometimes there are like mistranslations because of, for example, I wouldn't say slang, but words that are not commonly used, for example.
But that's the nice thing about AI. It will get better over time, and also the algorithm will learn and it will also improve. But basically the thing is you have Copilot, Copilot Plus. So Copilot is more like an entry-level AI, as you would say, and the more advanced features, you also need more power to drive it. So that is what is where you need these tops. So for Copilot Plus, 10 tops would not be enough.
No.
So the Copilot Plus PC in this segmentation has at least 40 tops, and that also basically unlocks the additional features that Copilot Plus can provide compared to regular Copilot. And then there is AI Gaming PC, and then it's not just the NPU anymore, right?
No, it's the NPU in combination with the GPU. And in this case, yeah, I would say that for now, of course, because AI is quite new, especially in CPUs. For now, I would say that the major contributor of AI would come from the GPU. So whenever you would do a AI-related task, I would suggest using the graphics card to mainly do the task, because that will help a lot.
In general, graphics cards just have a lot more power than
more computing power.
Yeah, than the NPU inside the CPU. But I could see use cases for the future where you also combine it. So, for example, if you talk about an AI gaming PC and you have this graphics card available, but maybe you also want to do streaming with it and you want to do background removal, it would be nice if you could, and of course this depends on software as well, but it would be nice if you could, for example, offload that to the NPU in the CPU so your graphics card doesn't have any load for the background removal. So there are definitely use cases also to combine it.
I think Ruud told me that you used one before in the past, in the past you tried it, you used a vacuum cleaner.
No, that wasn't me. That was Eric and Ja did, but that was noise removal. So
but that was also kind of like AI related, or not?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, but not as advanced as what you'll find in the PC. But basically, what it did was it very effectively filtered extreme noises out. So you could talk, you could have a vacuum cleaner on, and and someone playing on a guitar next to the microphone, and you would only hear that person talk.
Yeah, because I heard that it worked perfectly.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you could still
it was
them.
pretty crazy. So basically, it recognizes the voice and isolates that from the audio, and that's what you will hear, and the rest will be blocked out. So that's also pretty cool.
That would be nice if in the future that the MPU could take care of that.
I think that's also the nice thing about the rapid pace that AI currently develops with, because what the possibilities with AI are today will be a lot more limited than in a year, for example. So, of course, this is also partly future-proofing, and this is definitely something that more and more features will become available over the coming time.
Yeah.
But it's a nice start.
Eduardo's podcast from YouTube saying, I feel very old when there's AI talk. Don't worry, I'm still very unfamiliar with AI as well, so it can be confusing. I get that, and feel very old. I mean, I watched a movie before. I don't know if you've watched it, Terminator. It was also about AI, Skynet, stuff like that.
AI isn't very new per se, but the accessibility to AI and the possibilities of AI are now rapidly developing. So artificial intelligence has been existing for decades. Like, just think about computer games from the 90s, like the bots, for example. They are also AI driven.
Would you call that AI?
Yeah, so bots in a game you would call the AI, because it's also kind of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, okay.
But it's not to the degree that nowadays what AI can do.
No, that's true.
But that's also pretty cool about how AI, when it develops, also can almost become more human-like. So, for example, bots could also maybe behave more human-like in the future. There is a very complex word for it. It's anthropomorphic, and that's basically that AI gets human traits, basically. It's not specifically for AI, so this is also the same word, for example, for animals. If they have certain human traits, then you call that anthropomorphic.
Okay.
But I think that's very promising towards the future, because in the future, maybe it could do a lot more that would be a lot more like a person would do it, or maybe even in certain terms of emotions and stuff like that. So I think it's an interesting development. Also somewhat scary here and there. I think that's also...
I don't know. I think I would find that scary. The more human-like it gets, the scarier it gets, because then you can't really differentiate between human and AI anymore.
I think in the future that is something that would become more difficult, I would say.
Because I've also seen robots.
But it's also, you can already see it in video games, right? If you have the AI in the video game, a bot. From older games, the difference in how they behave in the game. In certain newer games with very good AI, it is very hard to distinguish a bot from an actual player.
Okay, yeah.
And in the past, that was super easy because they had like very distinct type of movement, aiming.
Yeah.
So that's and I think in the future that will be, I think, almost impossible to distinguish an actual player from a bot.
No, I think I already experienced that in some games where they have like bot modes. So you play against the AI. And it's crazy how good some of them are, because you can also set the difficulty higher and then they move like how we do, but...
Like if, for example, Unreal Tournament 99, you could also put like bot difficulty.
Oh yeah.
It was not very realistic. It was almost an aimbot. So if you put it at maximum, there was like a certain bot that just hit everything.
Yeah,
so
it
was
just
impossible
stand still. Yeah.
Jazzard says we are doomed and we all know it.
Yep.
Could be the case.
Could be.
Then we just blame on kids' PC.
The start of everything.
The start of the end.
Yeah. So the target audience of this, well, of course, we have the high-end gamers. High-end, this would actually already classify as high-end, because if you, for example, look at the Steam charts of graphics cards that is used the most, it would be a 3060, or I think a 4060 is getting close to it. But this is a 4070 Ti Super, which is already...
I think in general, Core Ultra 7
is also
in combination with a 4070 Ti Super is relatively on the high end side.
I would say like I wouldn't call them low end gamers, but like basic beginner gamers. They might go with like an i3 or i5. Oh wait,
not necessarily a beginner. It's also depends on what you want to play. Yeah. But you can be a very good esports player and play on, for example, very entry-level PC.
No, that's true. That's true. I mean, there's no need to get. For me, like I think I'm one of those types that has a very skewed vision of people that play games, because I play with a 4090 and everything, and I imagine that everybody has
Or a
it.
spoiled kid.
So for me, whenever I would play against someone else, I'm like, oh yeah, he probably has the same hardware. He probably has a OLED
No worries,
screen
I will
or
beat you
4090.
with my 3060.
Yeah, no, I
problem.
know. We did it before, off stream, of course. We did off stream.
We
not
can also do
during
it on stream. What do you think, Chad? Not a fan?
Nah.
You can play on a 4090, I can play on a 3060.
If I can bring my own setup, I might.
I will just play low settings, I usually do that anyway,
Yeah.
so then I'll be fine with the 3060.
But this PC is also aimed at creators and designers, because with the graphics card, you can, for example, use NVIDIA Canvas to create concepts of your designs. But additionally, if you're doing, for example, video editing or graphic designing, the GPU will help a lot with rendering images or rendering videos, so that helps a lot. And also the CPU, I'm not really familiar how CPUs help with productivity, because that's not really my thing. I think Professor Michael can tell a little bit more about that, but I think the more cores, so the more things it can do at the same time.
CPUs are, like, for productivity, I would say CPUs are, depending on what kind of productivity, but in most situations the most important thing. Like, especially if you have like rendering workloads, so for example 3D rendering, that is extremely heavy on the CPU.
Mm-hmm.
That's, for example, also if you're familiar with Cinebench, that's basically a 3D rendering benchmark. Basically, if you have a faster CPU with more cores, it will be way quicker in those kind of workloads. For gaming, however, they don't use that many cores simultaneously. So if you have a Core Ultra 9, for example, it has so many cores, way more than can be effectively used by even modern game engines. So basically, most of the cores will be idling. That's why in games you don't necessarily see a huge difference between, for example, an 8 or a 16 core processor. And that's also why, for example, the 7800 X3D is such a good CPU for gaming, because it only has 8 cores, but you don't need more in gaming, and the 3D V-cache helps a lot with the gaming performance. But for example, for productivity workloads, they're an 8-core CPU, like the 7800 X3D, which is also clocked slightly lower than the non-X3D models. There, it will lose big time against.
But you can't do 3D
cores.
rendering with the GPU.
It depends also very much on what, but usually it's done on the CPU. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So this is very software dependent usually. Certain software renders stuff on GPUs, certain software renders stuff on CPUs. Then there is also software that can do both. So yeah, it very much depends on what kind of productivity workloads you want to use. So also very carefully look at this. What kind of program do I want to use in creating things? Because that will also basically help you decide, should I invest more in my CPU or my GPU, or maybe both. Memory can actually also be a very big part in certain software applications.
Oh, so this is the reason why Threadrippers are amazing for productivity.
For certain workloads, Threadrippers are basically unbeatable. Yes, they have so many cores, so that the raw power of that CPU is insane if you want to do, for example, 3D rendering. So stuff like,
yeah.
if you put that CPU in Cinebench, it's crazy fast.
Then this might sound stupid, but why is a Threadripper not efficient for gaming?
Because gaming doesn't utilize the extra cores, and the individual cores are slower than what you will find in a CPU with fewer cores, because they tend to be clocked higher. They sometimes have more cache per core available, or in case of X3D, even additional 3D V cache. That is not something Threadripper has. So in games, it will actually be slightly slower in most situations, because per core, they're slightly slower, but because they have so many of them, and in 3D rendering programs, you can utilize all of them at the same time. Like, it scales extremely well. unlike game engines. And that is why those kind of CPUs are so fast in those kind of workloads. So that's also what we saw last week when we did the Arrow Lake live stream. We benchmarked the Core Ultra, so it's the 285K. And that one also has a lot of cores. So it has 8P cores, 16E cores, so 24 cores in total. And that is very quick as well in synthetic workloads and rendering workloads, like, for example, Cinebench.
Okay.
So that's kind of how it works. Geo says, Threadripper is also great for heating up your house during winter. Yeah, that's also the thing about CPUs with so many cores. Like if you, for example, have a Threadripper with 64 cores, that will produce quite a bit of heat. So you do need proper cooling for that as well. It also has an upside, and it's slightly larger. So it is a little bit easier. Like, for example, if you generate 200 watts of heat. So the CPU draws 200 watts of power, but you also need to dissipate the heat somewhere. If you do that from an AM5 CPU or from a Threadripper, AM5 is much smaller. So it's much harder because the surface area is smaller, it's much harder to effectively transfer that heat over from the CPU to the cooler. So it is easier to cool 200 watts on a Threadripper than it is to cool 200 watts on an AM5 CPU. But of course, because usually the power usage of a Threadripper will be so much higher, it will usually also be harder to cool in general. But like Gio says, you can then use it to heat up your house in winter. Especially if you do a lot of rendering on it, then it's constantly under full load. So 3D rendering that can utilize all the cores. You will put everything at 100% load. That's not a workload you will ever see in games, for example. Especially not with CPUs with that many cores.
It's going to be summer in your room.
Yeah, but they're also made for these kind of things, to have these very heavy rendering workloads. So they're very good at that.
All right. It's good to know. That means that this PC would do pretty well. I would actually do very well in.
I think this is quite balanced, because this is it's not like high-end desktop platform. So like, for example, what Threadripper is built on, but it still has quite many cores. So in productivity, it will still be quite good, but it's also clocked relatively high. So for gaming, it's also still quite suitable.
Okay.
It's not the fastest gaming CPU, it's not the fastest productivity CPU, but it is a nice balance that can do both, and it's also pretty efficient. So I think it's quite a nice combination.
Okay. But this PC can also be used for streamers and broadcasters, because soon we will come with a new software called DigiMe, which creates an avatar for you that you can use during streaming. It's similar to what VTubers use. It's very similar, but it's something that we created ourselves and together with, in collaboration with Red Pill. But we'll talk about that in a future stream, because that software is not fully finished yet. It's still a work in progress. And also we have MSI.
We will demonstrate it once it's done.
Yeah, right? You might see a live stream where we are not even present, but our avatars are.
Now it's going to get scary.
Yeah, we're gonna use AI to stream.
We're gonna be replaced soon.
Yeah, we're gonna use AI to stream for us. We don't even have to do it anymore.
That's nice.
Perhaps maybe we can integrate it in a way that we can stream from home and the avatars will be here, and it looks like we're here, but we're actually not.
Or we can just go to a bar, have a beer, and the avatars are streaming for us.
Pre-record like.
But then I would miss chat.
No, we'll respond to chat in chat.
From the bar. Then we'll just join the chat. Yeah, that's a good idea. That I can do.
And then have the avatar of us learn how we talk, learn our responses, learn our clumsiness.
Do you know what the avatars also know? What time it is. For a giveaway! So maybe you can repeat how people can participate in the giveaway, then I will draw our first winner for today.
Well, we have a Gleam link in the chat, and it's pinned at the top of the chat, but you can also go to MSI/insider. No, wait, MSI.com/insider.
/2/insider.
And you can also join the Gleam link, join the giveaway from there as well. We do not have a timed chatbot anymore, do we? Now it's fully pinned at the top, right?
In YouTube, yes. And Twitch, the chatbot is still active, so that one we'll just drop it in chat.
Okay. Yeah.
We have our first winner for today. How are the eyes today? Okay.
This is really small. Trust me, this is really small. I got new glasses and I still can't read it.
I think you have to take them back.
No. You know what? Maybe if I sit here. Got Neo or something?
You really need new glasses.
No.
Geo Neo, congratulations! You won our first game code of today. It's game code for Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
So please keep an eye on your mailbox.
My eyes are just fine.
Well, you couldn't read it, I could. So keep an eye out on your mailbox, then we will email the code to you in the coming days with some instructions on how to redeem it. So congrats.
I just bought them. I don't want to switch already. Or are these my old glasses? No, right?
But you can still read the chat, right? Chat is a little bit bigger than the
I can
our
read
giveaway
the chat.
system. Okay. So yeah, if you have participated, make sure to do so because we'll do some more drawings throughout the stream.
So
time for math.
Yeah.
1 + 1 is
CPU
2.
plus NPU plus GPU means up to total of 1300 tops.
Yeah. This of course depends on the exact model. So this is with the Core Ultra 9 in combination with the RTX 4090. So for example, this PC, as we have it right here, cannot do 1300 plus tops. But this is what this model of PC in the highest configuration can do. And of course, most of this comes from the GPU because GPUs can just provide a ton of tops.
Because this CPU has 10 tops?
Yeah, so basically that's the MPU part. So basically the dedicated AI part. So that also means that the CPU by itself does actually not meet the Microsoft Copilot Plus requirements. But this whole system in terms of AI power, so to say, most coming from the GPU is still very high.
That's why we call it an AI gaming PC.
Yeah.
So we also have MSI AI engine, which is it's a feature in MSI Center, and when you install it, you have profiles that are already set by us that you can turn on during gaming, but you can also allow you can allow MSI Center to change it depending on your behavior. So it would actually read, well, I wouldn't say read, but it will look at what kind of task you're doing, and then it'll
it identifies what kind of program it is. Yeah.
And then it changes the settings for you based on what you're doing. Yeah, and that's this is how you would turn it on. So after you have the feature installed in MSI Center, you can choose to turn it on or off, and then it will decide what you want to. Well, which
so basically, it will work automatically.
Yeah.
And here, you will see the different options you have.
Yeah. You can also select them yourselves, of course. But I would just let AI engine choose it for you because it saves you time to click it every time. So then MSI AI Artist, I really wanted to show you guys how it works, but well, I got this sample yesterday, and I had so many things to do that I didn't have.
We had to make choices with what we could demonstrate. Yeah.
And AI
I think
Artist.
this is something that we have demonstrated in the past, I think.
I'm not sure, at least not when it must have been before I started working here.
I think so. But this is something maybe we could show at a later stage again.
Yeah. In a later stage when we...
but maybe you can quickly explain, what does AI Artist do?
So AI Artist allows you to generate images from, short text. So if you type, for example, mountain with Mickey Mouse on it, it would generate an image based on your description. So you would probably get like a mountain with Mickey Mouse on it, but if you write it, if you're gonna write it even more descriptive, for example, Mickey Mouse eating on top of a mountain covered with snow, then you would get a more precise image.
But would the mountain be covered with snow, or would Mickey Mouse be covered with
Exactly. So then you have to be more precise with your wording, because otherwise you have them, for
Or
example,
both.
both covered in snow.
And it also works the other way around, right?
Yeah.
So you can also have like an image and transfer it to text.
Yeah. And one of the good things is that it also works offline. If I
Yeah, because it basically
remember
runs.
correctly,
On
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Runs locally.
Yeah.
So because there are, of course, more basically image generators online as well. So think about Dolly or Midjourney, those kind of things. But this runs it locally, so that's pretty cool. Then let's talk a little bit more about the hardware, because it's been a lot about AI, but of course it's still a PC.
Yeah.
There are still certain PC features that we still need to talk about.
Yeah.
And one of them is silent storm cooling.
So silent storm cooling is it's also a feature that you can install on MSI Center, and it actually makes sure that the temperature in your system follows a certain algorithm. So if your PC gets too hot, it'll automatically changes.
So it's
the way
still
you're-
AI.
Yeah.
A lot of AI today.
Yeah. Not sure. Me personally, I just leave everything on like a set RPM.
Okay. I don't.
No?
No.
Oh.
Because if you put everything on a set RPM, the only thing I can set it to is when it's under load. So my PC will be louder when it's idling.
Yeah, but
I would hate that.
I set it at the limit that you can't really hear it. So I've always had my fans at like 900 to 1000 RPM.
Yeah, but if your PC is under full load, then it will heat up.
Yeah, but I don't have that problem, I guess.
But it could probably be quite a bit quieter if it automatically adjusts the RPM.
Yeah.
What do you guys do, chat? I'm curious. Do you set your fans to a set RPM? So basically it always produces the same amount of noise, no matter if you're putting it under load or idle, or do you want to have this arranged dynamically? So I, for example, I always set a fan curve.
Well, I also have a thermal limit on my CPU, so that's also there. So I make sure that my PC doesn't run too hot. Okay, and another person that sets a fan curve like you. I don't know.
Eduardas is on my team. Welcome. Yeah, I'm also really a fan curve guy. So I want it to be, especially in idle, I want it to be as quiet as possible.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Whenever it's on full load, I don't want it to be so noisy. So I just want it.
But then at a certain point, you have to limit performance somewhere. And especially if you set a thermal limit, and if you set a set RPM for your fans, you will reach that thermal limit faster, so you will give up performance.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of,
Yeah.
It's
kind of.
but
like
it is a
working against each
choice.
other.
But yeah,
I mean, I also have
prefer-
my GPU power limited, so.
Okay. So then you run a 4090 and you don't use it to its full potential.
Well,
then what's the point of a
I
4090?
saw a video of their Bauer, and he told me that. Well, in that video, he showed that even with like an 80% power limit,
Yeah, that's true. Like,
in 4090, it's still crazy efficient.
yeah, sometimes setting a power limit like slightly underneath what the maximum will be can actually make it more efficient. And I think that's also the case for example, a 4090.
Not with every graphics card though. I only saw that it works
Yeah, it
especially
depends a
well
bit.
with a
It depends a bit.
4090.
It also depends. It's the same with CPUs actually. All hardware has a certain sweet spot in terms of efficiency, and quite often they are pushed beyond their sweet spot. So usually when you slow them down a little bit, you can get the power consumption down by a little bit more percentage-wise. So for example, so this is especially something in the 9000 series AMD, for example, it's not as much, but in the 7000 series AMD, with just limiting them a little bit in terms of performance, you could get quite a bit of power consumption reduction. So that was actually quite interesting to,
because
to fine tune it a little bit.
I have that with my 7800 X3D. I tried just setting a thermal limit,
Yeah.
and then setting a thermal limit and a power limit, and the thermal limit and the power limit actually perform better than just the thermal limit.
In certain situations, like, that's especially the case with undervolting, for example. If you undervolt your GPU or CPU, if the ASIC is good, that it will still run stable if your undervolt is not too far, of course. But having a lower voltage also means that it will produce less power. So it will run cooler, so it will be able to sustain at higher speeds for a longer time.
Oh, okay.
So that's also, for example, if you're maybe familiar with AMD Curve Optimizer, kind of what it does. So it will run. It consumes less power, and it will sustain the higher boost speeds for a longer time, so it will actually perform better. So that's kind of best of both worlds, but it can take a bit of time to figure out exactly what your specific CPU can do, because this will be different for every single CPU.
Because of silicon lottery.
Yeah. Neolinkster also says I run an underclock and undervolt with a slightly aggressive fan curve. I think so. Yeah, underclock and volt as well as probably also because of some optimization that you're doing yourself.
Maybe I should start a fan curve tonight.
I think you should. It's always nice to just fiddle around with it, and experiment a bit with it. But I think the nice thing about silent storm cooling is that basically it does it for you, and that's what happens with the AI. So dynamically it will adjust it for you.
That means that the things that I was talking about, setting a fan curve to make sure that it cools well, don't have to do it. Just click it and it's done.
Yeah.
So that's perfect for the people that.
For the lazy people.
Yeah. I would say lazy. Sometimes I see lazy also being time efficient. Instead of spending time into setting a fan curve.
I think they go hand in hand. Yeah. Lazy and time efficient, right?
Yeah. But this would be perfect for the people that do not want to go in too much in depth with, for example, setting the best fan curve. This would set it for you.
Then let's talk a little bit about CPU performance, because this can go really fast. This is already a SKU that we have right now with an Ultra 7 processor, but there is also an Ultra 9.
There's also an Ultra 9 SKU. But right now, like Michiel Professor Mike just said, we have a Ultra 7 here, which performs really well in both tasks, as he explained before. It's good for gaming, but it's also good for productivity work. It's not. I don't. Sorry guys, I don't know much about CPUs. I'm still learning. I'm mostly.
If you want to know how it performs, watch last week's live stream, because we didn't test the Ultra 7, but we did test the Ultra 9 that you see in the slide. So that's 8 P cores, 16 E cores, up to 5.5 gigahertz. It also has an integrated NPU, but we also extensively benchmarked it. We have a lot of testing data as well. Compared to previous generations, also compared to AMD's 9000 series. So if you want to see where it performs best, where it is somewhat weaker, because it has its strong points and its weaker points, and it depends on the person whether or not those are things that are important to you or not.
Do you happen to know how many tops the NPU has of the Ultra 9?
I think it's 10. Probably.
Also 10. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the same for the different SKUs. But yeah, it's definitely a stream to check out if you want to know more about the performance of these CPUs.
And this is one of the newer things that we have with this SKU. That we actually have a 360 millimeter AIO, which is not commonly the case normally in a pre-build. Normally we just have a air cooler. But
it depends a bit on the model. Like our higher end gaming PCs sometimes have only one liquid cooler. I don't think I've seen one of our pre-builds yet with a 360 millimeter liquid cooler. I have
240 perhaps.
Yeah, 240 I have seen. 280 as well even.
But not a 360.
360, not that I know of at least.
And we also don't really have that many cases that has a tempered glass side panel as well. In
separate in pre-builds.
In pre-builds, yeah.
Yeah, we have a few.
Not separate cases. Cases we have
many cases with tempered glass. Yeah.
And the RAM also comes with a heatsink, which is called Glacier Armor, which helps with the heat dissipation of the RAM, which can help in very intensive tasks where a lot of RAM is needed. So this will help it in cooling down. This SKU, however, has one 32 gig RAM stick, and Michiel actually explained to me that in the past there was a single RAM stick would cause problems, but nowadays...
Yeah, basically, the memory controller works a bit differently from how it did in the past. So this already changed a little bit from DDR4 to DDR5. Now again, with Arrow Lake architecture, basically, it kind of makes a single stick run as if it were dual channel. Not exactly, but we explained this last week. So if you want to know more details about this, check that out because it's a bit too long of a story. But in the past, when you used the single memory stick, it hurts your performance way more than it does nowadays. And that has to do with the updated memory controller and the way it functions.
Yeah. But if you want to know if you're planning to buy it and you want to know if it has 2 RAM sticks, please ask your local reseller. This is just the SKU that we have right now. But make sure to
and of course, it is expandable. I think it even has 4 RAM slots. Yeah.
So you can connect 3 others if you want to, or if you already have a RAM kit at home. That's DDR5, of course. Don't put a DDR4 kit in this PC.
It won't fit without a hammer, and I wouldn't recommend to make it fit with a hammer.
No. But it's always the option. That's the option. Well, that's the thing with our pre-builds. You can always upgrade the PC itself. Of course,
I think this model in general is very upgrade friendly because it basically uses standard parts for everything. So you don't need a specific type of something to make it fit in this pre-build. You can just get off-the-shelf DIY components to upgrade it.
I mean, you can even just remove this GPU and put for example, like a 4090 in it, and you wouldn't even have to upgrade the CPU.
Side effects is talking about a GPU that I've never heard about before. No. Is it even a GPU or is it a CPU? Not familiar with that one.
No. But 360 millimeters. Somebody earlier said, can you put one on the side? Would not suggest it, because then getting this pre-built is actually pointless, because then you would have a 360 millimeter spare.
I think in the side it wouldn't fit, but when I look at it, I think it would actually fit in the front, because there is a cutout in the shroud as well on the bottom. I think later on we will show more of the internals, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can already do a quick tour. Let's have a close-up.
It's turned on. Wait,
is it turned on? Or the lights are turned off?
Yeah, probably because it's sleeping. If I
put it to sleep.
Wait, let me turn on the screen and then I'll know if it's turned on. Because I did turn it on. I see the fan spinning, so.
But we can already take the side panel off, right?
Yeah. No, screw first.
Oh, there's a screw.
There are 2 screws, no thumb screws. But it's easy to remove. Okay, I think it somehow fell into a sleep mode.
Okay, are you gonna wake it up?
Yeah, I just need to press this one. I do
Maybe
not know
I had a
what
rough
the
night.
MSI GE68 laptop is. Where I at least am not familiar with laptops.
Yeah, sometimes we invite an expert on laptops, so we do have some live streams about laptops as well here and there. But
what if you go to
that's something we do.
What if you go to
components
capture? Does it show anything? What if it's only showing?
There, this is what it shows. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and maybe another 0.
Oh no, okay, now I see it's turned on, but
so it is awake.
Why is the RGB turned off now?
Did you switch to RGB?
Oh wait, is this? Oh no, I just restarted. I thought it was the RGB button.
That was the reset button.
Okay. Hey, you never know.
Okay.
What is the 4090 Ti? It's not something I heard of.
So should we put it on the side for the tour? That's maybe easier.
Wait, should we just turn it off for now?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you can show the insides a little bit more.
Preferably, do not turn off the PC the way I just did. Always just turn it off in Windows.
So another, don't try it at home.
Yeah. I'm doing this because, well, because I can. But if it breaks, then I'll see a slower, I see a lower salary this month.
Will you even see a salary this month?
Maybe not. So this is the 4070 Ti Super. Oh, wait.
There we go.
Wait. Yes.
Why are you shaking everyone up?
No, I'm shaking it because
people
otherwise...
will get nauseous.
So this is the 360mm AIO.
So E360 with the nice water block, with some RGB in the water block as well.
And here's the M2 SSD. It's easily removable, right? Wait.
Yeah, show it. How easy is it?
Click and lift. Oh, it's not even put there. Wait, where did they put it?
Where is the SSD?
Where is the SSD? Oh.
It actually makes sense not to put it there. Do you know why?
Because it's connected to the CPU?
No, not
No. It reduces the performance of the GPU?
No.
Okay.
It's not a performance thing.
Oh.
Because this one is so easily removable. If you want to upgrade it, you can use the easy one.
Oh. Wait, where is it though? There is an SSD in here, but where?
Yeah,
Yes, it's 1 stick of RAM. He's shaking as he's thinking of not getting his salary, of course. Yep.
So where did you hide the SSD, Monkey?
Is it under the GPU?
Could be.
Oh man, I don't want to remove this whole brace of the GPU.
You're not even gonna take it apart for us to see? I will hold it for you and you can take it apart because we like to wreck stuff on stream. There we go.
Guys, if it breaks...
We want to properly see the inside, right?
Oh wait, let me remove the GPU cables. Guys, if it breaks, please tell Eric that it was Professor Mike's idea, not my idea. I'd rather leave it as it is.
I like to take everything apart.
Okay. Where is the... Oh, that's here.
What do you think, chat? Taking things apart is a lot more interesting to see, right? Pull and wiggle.
Whew.
Did you break it? No?
No.
Good.
Why is it still stuck here? Is there something else that it's stuck to?
Did you open the slot?
Yeah, I pushed it down. Maybe I also need to remove this part.
Yeah, you should remove the support bracket as well because it's also holding it back slightly.
No, right? No, it might be.
But you can easily screw the bracket off here.
So
that's how it's in the
I actually really like this support bracket. I think it supports it really well, especially with like a black PC. If you have a support bracket that has this color, it's perfect. Okay. Didn't break anything so far. Mankit plus PC build is fun. No. People already create a stereotype. No. Okay. Yes, there it is.
There, we found the SSD. But I think it actually makes sense to, because this slot is the hardest to reach. So it makes sense to put the SSD there if you want to expand that it's easily, the other ones where you would expand are easily accessible.
But wouldn't you cause the SSD to get too hot if you put it under there? No?
This SSD will not get that hot that it will cause any problems. Of course, if you would buy a very high-end SSD, like a Gen 5 one, put it in the top slot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, or you could also put it down here if we want to.
So there are quite a few M.2 slots here. So this one has an M.2 shield frozer. Then this is where the SSD is by default. There are 2 additional ones here. So you have 4 M.2 slots.
Tom 3D2, Is the dual fan GPU heavy enough for the rack? I mean, in general, you don't need a bracket, but because this is being shipped, you want it to be as.
I think it is nice though for transport. Also, if you take your PC to like a LAN party or anything like that, it is nice if you. This GPU is still quite modest in terms of size, but this SKU also comes, or this model of PC also comes with a 4090 in different options. So that is of course a much bigger GPU as well.
I think you would like this size of GPU for your mini-itx.
It wouldn't fit in my case though because it's slightly over dual slot.
Really?
Yeah, it's too big.
It's still too big?
Still too big. It's too fat mostly. Like I don't like fat shaming, but this GPU is slightly too fat.
No, you call it too thick.
It has heavy bones.
Okay, let's screw this back up. No.
Don't lose the screws.
No, see, it almost went wrong already.
No pressure, my kid. And don't forget to put the power back in for the GPU.
But also this. Wait. This way.
I would turn it around.
This way?
No. That way.
It wasn't like this. It was.
No, it's underneath.
Huh?
This is how you position it.
Oh.
And then you screw it on there.
Didn't I do it like this?
No,
no,
you
that's
didn't.
right. No, that's right.
This is how it was.
Oh man, this is annoying to screw it back onto.
Short-term memory is lacking today, Mark. You just unscrewed it like this.
Can you hold? Oh, okay, well, you know what?
Yeah, I hold the camera. That's got to be a challenge.
You know what? I'm gonna screw this one first because this one did not need it.
Hey, while you continue struggling with this, I will pick our second winner for the giveaway. So if you haven't participated yet, go to msi.com/2/insider if our website works today. Otherwise, if you're watching on YouTube, just click the pinned message on top of the chat. And in Twitch, once every 5 minutes, our bot will put the link to the giveaway in the chat automatically. That will lead you to Gleam. Within Gleam, you can perform certain actions. The more actions you perform, the bigger chance you'll have to win. And if you're a returning visitor, make sure to claim your loyalty bonus to have a slight edge in the giveaway. And then we're gonna do Monkit's next eye test to see if he can read out today's winner.
Chris,
congratulations! You are the second winner of a game code for Monster Hunter Rise.
Congratulations.
So please keep an eye out on your mailbox, then we will email the code to you in the coming days with some instructions on how to redeem it. So if you have already signed up for the giveaway, you don't need to do anything else. You will automatically be included in the next drawings as well. We will do some more drawings later on in the stream. If you haven't signed up yet, make sure to do so. So you could also win one of the nice Monster Hunter Rise game codes. I would expect it by now. My kit will be ready with the screen, but he's still very busy.
Because this screw is not going in. It's like it's too short. I think I know what I went wrong or not.
My kid already broke it. Already, brand new PC.
Why is it not going in? Go in.
You also took it out, right? So it should fit.
Exactly. Why is the screw not screwing?
It's screwed.
Look, I can still pull it out.
You break it, you buy it, right?
Megan, why don't you have a electric screwdriver? I do have one at home.
Yeah, one of those fancy ones with the LEDs as well.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's high tech. I'm a very old-fashioned guy in terms of screwdrivers. No. I do have a magnetic head, but that's about it. I got like a $1 screwdriver.
I asked it for my birthday because I built keyboards and PCs in my free time. You might not be able to see that I build PCs, but I really do.
Proving it right now, right?
Hey, if I had the right screw, what is this?
Still struggling with one screw?
Okay, now okay, I think I know. I think I found a solution. I'll just use the top screw for here because this one is longer, and I'll just use the shorter one at the top and problem fixed, probably.
Hey, if you continue this slow, we have to do another giveaway. So hurry up.
Oh. No. And it's done.
Good. Don't worry, there will still be giveaways.
Yeah.
Andrinin Pat is saying, what's the giveaway item? We're giving away game codes for Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah.
Okay, let me connect the cables back here. Capture card.
Oh, Side Effects is already comparing us to Pat and Matt.
Who's Pat and Matt?
You don't know Pat and Matt?
No.
Really?
No.
My goodness.
What year is that from?
Oh, it exists for a long time, but it's still a thing, right?
What
It's-
channel? What is it?
I don't know, in the Netherlands, whatever. It's from Czech Republic, I believe, but it's like this animation kind of thing with these two, I think they're neighbors.
Oh.
Yeah, they are neighbors because in Dutch it is, neighbors is in the name. They're neighbors, and then they basically have an issue that they have to solve, and they build stuff, and usually not in the most ideal way. You have never seen Petamet?
You know, I'll check it out tonight.
I will show you a picture of Petamet.
Maybe if I see... This has become so dirty. Oh no. Oh well, it's okay. It's not like you can see it. Yeah.
Petamet. You know these guys, right?
Oh, yeah.
See? Good.
I thought it was like a...
I almost stopped talking to you if you wouldn't know Petamet.
I thought it was like a TV show or
It is a
whatsoever.
TV show.
No, I mean like real life people.
Oh, no, it's animation. Or well, it's not really animation even. I think it's just actually with small puppets and then stop motion kind of thing.
No. Then I know it. I've seen it on TV.
Yeah. It is good, right? I enjoy it.
I don't remember it anymore, though. I've seen it on TV. Don't remember much of
Well,
it.
after seeing you struggle with the support bracket, I clearly remember Petamet.
Spell that? Spell what? Okay, it turns on. I didn't break anything, guys. Yes.
Not yet, at least. Live stream's not over yet.
No, yeah, indeed. I thought it was like a reality show, but turns out not to be good because I don't really watch reality
So,
shows.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why did you close the PC again? There is more stuff that we want to show inside, man.
Wait. See, I'll turn it off
You
again.
can keep it on as well if you want, but
I don't know, habit. It's a habit of mine. Wait, okay, I didn't
I
remove
think
this.
at this rate we'll still be here in 3 hours.
Okay, you got the screw here.
Yeah,
you guys play Monster Hunter Rise before, and what's your favorite weapons?
I've only played Monster Hunter World. I haven't played Rise.
I haven't played any Monster Hunter.
You haven't? You haven't hunted monsters?
Okay.
Someone
Please remember me, there's a glass panel here because the last time I broke one is when I sat on it.
Can do it. Someone kid,
Oh, here, the PCIe connector.
can you explain this?
Yeah, we have a... Okay, so here... Actually, Professor Mike actually explained it to me. So here we have the supplemental PCIe power. So it's supposed
Can you point to it?
this one.
Yes, that's the one. So it's basically a 6+2 pin PEG
Extra,
power connector.
yeah.
So you connect it to the power supply, of course. And what does it do, Mankit? Do you remember?
It's supposed to help with like sudden loads, like
Yeah, it basically
power spikes.
that as well, yeah. But it basically helps to provide more power to the motherboard because, of course, you have your 24-pin ATX power connector, so it's like your regular motherboard plug. Then, additionally, you have separate EPS power connectors for the CPU. So I think in this case there are two. Maybe you can show them.
Which one?
The EPS power connectors.
Oh. Wait, isn't that?
It's there. There.
Why is it not here?
That depends per motherboard design.
Oh.
So here, it's been hard to see because it's underneath the radiator.
Okay.
So that's like specifically for the CPU. And then, can you show the motherboard one? The 24-pin ATX. Yeah, that's your regular plug. But of course, everything on your motherboard consumes a bit of power. And if you want to run somewhat heavier graphics cards or more add-in cards, for all the supplemental power that you want to deliver to the PCI Express slots or even M.2 slots or whatever you have installed.
But I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Can you run a GPU? Okay, this is of course not a scenario that will happen, of course. But can you run a GPU with one cable here on the supplementary PCIe power and then one cable here? Would help with the load, like the...
Depends on the specific situation. In general, especially if you only use a single graphics card, then the supplemental power is there just to assist in case necessary, but it is not mandatory. So, but by default, the GPU can draw not only power from that plug, it can also draw power from the PCI Express slot.
yeah.
And that is the power where the other plug will assist.
Okay, so that does that mean it makes daisy chaining a GPU cable safer or no?
Daisy chaining a GPU.
Well, I mean using a daisy chain GPU power cable. So you know some people like you have two power slots, so they use one cable and then the daisy chain. Can you use that to support it? Or
that actually depends very much on the exact power supply as well, because in certain situations you have single rail and multi-rail power supplies. So, for example, if you have a single rail power supply, everything will come off of the same power rail anyway, whereas otherwise they can be separate. But then it becomes a very complex story. In general, you are fine with the standard setup, but in case you have certain spikes, power excursion, or you use a lot of slots, so maybe a combination of a lot of PCI Express and M.2, then this will provide additional power. So you can have up to 2.5 times the power excursion than what you would have normally. And this also makes it ATX 3.1 and PCIe 5.1 ready, because that of course has certain requirements. So it's basically an additional, well, it says 8 pin here in the slide, but actually it is 8 pins in total, but actually it's a 6+2 pin, the one that comes from your power supply. So PEG power connector.
Another extra that I like is that the front panel connectors are one piece, which is becoming like more and more normal, I think, nowadays. It happens more and more often. So this is the JFP1, so that's the front panel connectors. And then normally, well, in the past they would come in multiple small pins. Yeah. And then how I used to do it, I take the manual and then I actually read, okay, this is plus, this is minus, and then I push it in. But this is...
Now you can just, it is for your power button, your reset button, your front LEDs, so you can just plug them in at once.
Because this has become more universal, so it's a lot easier. Oh.
For the people who haven't seen it earlier, the RAM has a nice MSI heatsink.
It has a nice heatsink. Let's see if I can... Is it visible? Like, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
MSI.
That's a pretty heatsink.
It's actually pretty nice. I wonder if they'll sell it separately. I can put it on my RAM.
So, okay.
Wait, let me show the cable management if I haven't done it already. Did I?
No, I think you haven't.
Then I have to screw this part.
Oh, let me
no, I think
go back to a proper camera.
I think I talked about it, but I'm not sure if I showed it.
Well, you already mentioned that the cable management was done better than you would do it.
Yeah, because they actually use the cable ties and the tie wraps properly.
Can you turn it a little bit to the camera?
Oh,
the other camera?
Okay,
It's probably easier to see.
See? This is actually cable managed. Everything is bundled together. And there's a lot of space left here, so you could actually, for example, add like a controller here for like a fan controller for more RGB fans if you want to. You can put the HDD here, you can put your 3.5-inch drives here. So there's like a lot of space here in the back for cable management if you want to expand in any way.
And you can put some extra fans in the side. You can also see the holes.
For example, here you can put the extra fans. But because this panel here is also well, it has small holes, so you can also use it for airflow. So the fact that this is not closed means that it's fully perfect for additional airflow if you want to. But yeah, cable management done way better than I did. I would just forget it, and then I would just like slam it in and be like, yes, you know what? Managed.
No, hidden. That's different than managed.
I managed to hide it.
Okay, so Mankit will put everything back together again, and then let's do a little bit of a light show, because it also supports Mystic Light.
Oh, right. Almost sat on it.
Don't do it. Don't sit on it.
I don't know. I feel like something is not going right now because I haven't broken anything yet or dropped anything.
Not that you know of.
Oh.
Are we sure the PC still works when you switch it on?
Oh shit. Oh no. Okay. Haha, didn't break it.
A little bit of smoke coming out. No, all good.
If smoke was coming out, I would be more worried about getting out.
So, RGB lighting.
Oh, wait. No. More like this.
Yes.
No, just kidding. Okay. Okay.
So it does support Mystic Light
Yeah.
and Ambient Link.
Yeah. So
Have you used Ambient Link?
No.
You've never used Ambient Link.
Well,
You're the RGB guy here. And you haven't used Ambient
that's the thing. Okay, so guys,
Ambient Link is cool.
I've never had the opportunity to. Well, I do have the opportunity to RGB my room and everything, but because it's not my house, I decided not to do it. But don't worry, I told you the good news. I bought a house, so
the whole house will be RGB now.
my girlfriend told me that I can have a man cave, so I'm going to do RGB.
You're not gonna do the full house.
No.
Have you seen? I think it's an American guy, and like every year, I think he does it for Halloween and Christmas. He has this insane light show on his house. So basically,
on his house or inside.
No, on the outside, but everywhere.
Oh.
His complete garden, and I think
No,
he also did something with a drone show and fire effects, and he programmed everything. It's really cool. And then he does it on music, of course, and syncs everything up. You should do something like that.
Yeah, I know there's.
And then sync it with your
I know
PC.
there's something called Twinkle.
No, you mean Twinkly.
Oh, Twinkling, yeah.
But that's more like that's specifically Christmas
only for
lights.
Christmas.
The ones that, yeah.
Okay.
No, this is way cooler. This is like all around his house.
You know.
So I think you need to renegotiate this with your
No,
girlfriend.
no. My girlfriend would love this idea because.
she would?
Well, during Christmas only.
Why?
Because she loves Christmas, but she doesn't.
She only wants FPS with Christmas, or what?
No, she told me I can have the game room for myself, so like everything that I do there. So nano leaves, RGB strips, everything, I can do it in that room. But the rest of the house, no, nothing.
Okay. So Ambient Link will only apply to that room.
To that room, yeah. Yeah.
But basically, what Ambient Link does, it's really cool. You can basically sync up external RGB devices. So, for example, you already talked about Nanoleaf, but also Philips Hue lighting, and you can combine it with the RGB lighting of your system, and you can also make it respond to, for example, certain games that support Ambient Link.
Yeah. You can also make it respond to, I think, sound.
It also has a lot of predefined effects.
Yeah. If you can turn on the capture.
Yeah. Okay.
So right now I have it turned on lightning, but of course I can turn on flame. So it looks more like a flame. Kind of turn it off.
If you don't connect it properly, you will also get a flame.
Yeah, that's true.
Kenneth has the name Tomboy George. That was the guy, the who completely decorated his house with a cool Christmas lights.
I'm actually gonna take a look at it later and see.
I think he has like a company as well called Magical Light Shows or something. Was pretty cool.
I want to see if I can replicate something.
Yeah.
You can use breathe. You can use CPU temperature. This is actually quite nice.
The green looks interesting with our green screen.
Oh.
You may want to do another.
Wait, I'll change it to
Pink.
yellow.
That
Yellow
will work. Yeah, yellow works. It's not too greenish.
Oh. I clicked a little bit too much.
Still green.
Oh no, where is it? Where's MSI center? Oh, it's coming up. CPU temperature.
So this is something you can change yourself, which color you want for it. And basically here it will respond to the temperature. I think you have it set to CPU temperature.
Okay, never mind. I don't know why it keeps crashing when I
So you're still breaking stuff.
yeah. Maybe I have it installed in the wrong way. Anyways, guys, let's continue. So here, no, but CPU temperature, you can also decide what temperature, like from what temperature onwards, it should be this color, and then it changes once it reaches a certain temperature. But this is not the only thing. This is not the only feature that we have. Of course, we have AI engine. Yeah, discard. Okay, now I want to know why it keeps crashing on me. I'm gonna ask this later.
Can you at least switch it away from the green?
Wave.
That works.
Like this? No, you know what? I'm gonna keep flame on.
Flame is nice. I like that one.
But yeah, here's ambient link. Oh wait, apply. Maybe that's why I forgot to click apply and then it somehow. Okay, now it works. Then you have ambient link. Oh wait, so yeah, okay, so it works with nano leaves because I remember this. So if you have nano leaves, you can connect this together, if you want to, of course. And then you also have the Philips. What are they called? Hue. You can connect them. Wait, does that include the light bulbs as well, or just the?
Oh, that's a good question. I tried with several things. So I think we had the Go or something. The
round thingies.
The round thingies. That's
I
what
know
I
that
tried
works.
It with. And I had like the Play light bars. That also worked. I'm not sure. I haven't tried the light bulb.
Ooh, maybe I'll try with my light bulb.
Yeah, the last time I tested it, we used nano leaf. We used the Philips Hue Go, the round thingies, and the Hue Play bars. I think they're called. Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool. So it was a lot of RGB responding to the game.
Let's see. Then we also have MSI AI Engine. So here you can turn it on, and then it will choose, well, out of these 3 profiles, it will choose based on what you're doing. So for example, I can just turn on light now, and I'll just leave it like this. But if you're interested in more applications that MSI Center has to offer, you can also go to the 4 squares here, so the feature sets, and then you can install these features yourself. For example, Mystic Light allows you to control the RGB in this PC. Gaming gear, well, it controls the gaming gear of your that you have of MSI. So for example, if you want to change the DPI of your mouse, you can do that through gaming gear in MSI Center. MSI AI Engine, what I showed you before, and also create a backup of your settings as well. But the features in MSI Center also depends on the machine that you have. For example, if you get a QB, for example, you have additional features such as what was that called again? It allows you to see how much wattage your QB is pulling. Power meter. Mm-hmm. It has a power meter function. That's something that's specific to QB right now. But additionally, you can find out when you go into MSI Center.
Thanks for joining Side Effects. Have a good one.
See you next week. Next week will be very fun. Trust me.
Good topic next week.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I'll be there.
He's gonna be there, not me. But yeah, this is MSI Center. Can you go back to the presentation?
Actually, I think it's time for some benchmarking.
Oh, okay, that's also fine. So, as I talked about,
we talked a lot about this PC, but how does it perform?
Yeah, because I actually showed some games 2 weeks ago in the E1 stream. So these are the benchmarks that I had, and I want to compare them so that you know.
What kind of hardware was in it? So we know what
it
we're
was
comparing.
a 4060 Ti in combination with an i7 14700K. Not sure. Wait. I'll check.
Regular 4700, I think, right?
Oh, no, regular 4700. Yeah.
Non-K.
Non-K, but 4060 Ti 8 gigs.
Okay.
So I'm going to run the same games. So the first one will be Wukong.
Now we'll head over to your game capture. And then we can compare your results to the Infinite E1.
I'm going to put on the same settings, of course, and this will show you an indication how much of a performance uplift you can expect if you would go from a MAG build to more high tier, so an MPG build. And of course we have one higher, which is an MEG build, and that will get you the best performance there is.
Yeah, it depends a bit because I think this model, it is an MPG model, but basically you can get it with flagship hardware, with an Ultra 9 and a 4090.
Yeah.
But the MEG will usually give you some additional features, screens in your case, those kind of things.
Extra fun gadgets, let's call them. Okay, so no frame generation, that was turned off. This was high.
Make sure to use the exact same settings, Monkit. So I hope your memory is good.
Very high. I had this on cinematic. I had everything on max. I had no frame gen. The USS was on, and then I think that was it. But then I have to restart.
Is the resolution correct?
Yep.
Good.
Yep. I did borderless last time as well. I don't know. I just prefer borderless in general. But I have to restart.
But does it even have a full screen option?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure it does.
Doesn't borderless hurt your performance? Because I know in certain games it does.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit, but I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
But now I need to recreate the same conditions.
Yeah, then at least make sure it's the same, so we can actually compare.
Is it turning on?
So this is Wukong, and was it with or without ray tracing that we're now going to test?
Oh wait, I'll do without ray tracing first.
And here it says very high.
Oh yeah, I should have typed cinematic. Whoops.
So it was cinematic?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Just checking, just to be sure. And now, was it with or without ray tracing that you're going to test with?
Both.
Yeah, but what did you set now?
Oh, with ray tracing.
With ray tracing. Okay, so then with the E1, that was an average of 56 frames per second.
Yep.
Let's see how this
Because
performs.
there's a benchmarking option. Graphics, no frame gen, cinematic, everything. Yeah. Tab.
So did you already finish this game, Wukong?
Oh hell no.
No?
No.
How far are you? Because you did play it for a bit, right?
Still at the beginning.
Still at the beginning.
Because I keep dying.
Oh my god.
No, so I've been playing Diablo 4 lately.
Okay. Did that go better?
Yeah.
Easier game?
No, I kept dying in the beginning as well because I chose the wrong difficulty. So they advise you to choose the hardest difficulty if you have, let's say, the highest equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I chose the hardest difficulty without the equipment, so I kept dying. Or did I turn on? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check my old video just to make sure if I turn on.
But your settings are the same. That's a good idea.
No, if I
don't see your frame rate.
Oh, wait.
Oh, my kid kills the benchmark.
Wait.
Gonna be a long stream, my kid. So my kid quickly activates MSI Afterburner, so then we can also see the frame rate during the benchmark with some more diagnostic information.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
So you can see temperatures as well.
I press escape to
And maybe double check the settings before you start anything. Just to make sure you have the same settings as with the Infinite E1.
Yeah, or maybe I'm wrong and I didn't have cinematic. Maybe I did have.
So only 2 weeks ago, we already forgot.
I'm getting old, okay?
Yeah, we saw that with the GPU bracket. Because that was 2 minutes and you forgot.
Okay, wait, here. This was attempt number 1.
Okay. So what were your settings?
Okay, frame gen was on.
Frame gen was on, okay.
Okay, no, but this was. Wait, I'm gonna do the second
So you
one.
almost completely blew the comparison.
Yeah.
Nice.
Frame gen as a whole.
Make sure the settings are 100% identical.
Okay, so I have super resolution 50.
Okay.
Cinematic. Frame gen on.
Okay.
Full ray tracing high.
I'm gonna fix your slide because very high is wrong. So I'm gonna make it cinematic. That was for both of them, right? So
Yeah.
both with and without ray tracing.
Yeah. DX12 was on. Okay, this is automatically okay. Okay, so these are the settings.
Okay, chat. Fixed.
Oh wait,
Oh.
apply,
Oh. There we go.
and then we go.
So now it's cinematic, no more very high. Let's go back to the benchmark. Kennyman is asking, when will the Stalker 2 Special Edition keyboard be available? Oh, I don't know, to be honest. You would have to ask Peter then.
Don't you have to quit the game to see FPS and temps from Afterburner? No, you can actually put it on your screen with Rivet Tuner. Oh, this is a big difference.
It is a big difference. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure for the Stalker 2 Special Edition keyboard when it will be available. May also differ per region, so maybe best way to get a proper answer for this is check with a local reseller to see when they will expect stock from this, because it can be very different from one country to, or even one continent to another.
Well, the CPU is staying quite low.
And that's the thing with gaming. It doesn't fully utilize all the cores in the CPU, only a few. So it's not even close to 100% load.
But it runs hot on my 7800 X3D. But that's because of design, though, of the CPU, right?
Yeah, I would say the default temperatures there are a little bit higher.
Okay, so average 2 weeks ago was
56 with ray tracing, 68 without. But here already with ray tracing, it's quite a bit higher.
Yep.
Of course, graphics card making the biggest difference here.
Yep.
Because Wukong, I believe, is a very GPU limited game in general, right?
Yep, very.
How long does this benchmark take?
I think it's almost finished.
Okay. Too bad, guys, because I almost considered doing another giveaway in between. But now you have to wait for it. It does look pretty, Wukong.
Yeah.
It's not my type of game in terms of gameplay, but it looks nice. Oh, the Candyman is rocking an MSI 4070 and a curved 2K 170 Hz monitor. Nice, nice. Glad that you like them.
Very nice combination.
Yeah, that's a good combination indeed.
98. So
we
the
went
difference
from 56 to 98. That's
yeah,
that's a
and
big
the maximum last time was 68. Now it was 115. Minimum of 76. Last 2 weeks ago it was 41. The low fifth was 47. Now it's 87.
I can just switch here. There we have them.
So there's a huge difference here. Also more VRAM used with this one.
It also has more VRAM.
It has more VRAM, 16.
To its disposal.
Versus the 12.
Okay.
Okay, and then we will do one without ray tracing. Let's see, because I have to restart the game to turn off ray tracing.
Are you gonna test all the games on the list?
Yeah, but the other games are done quite well, fast, because they don't have a benchmarking mode.
So maybe we could also skip some and still do some AI.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
we could. Yeah. Let's do. No, actually, maybe Wukong is enough. Because that's the only game that has a benchmarking mode.
Yeah, then let's do one without ray tracing.
Yeah, and then let's see how big the difference was.
And then we can do some AI thingies, because in the end, of course, it is an AI gaming PC.
Yeah.
So where are the settings going to? It's the only change.
The only change was
ray tracing.
Ray tracing.
Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, here. Yeah, the only change was ray tracing off. And that's it.
Okay. So what resolution are you running at this moment?
1440p.
1440p.
Yeah.
There's a lot of frames in the loading screen.
It's reaching the refresh rate of this monitor.
It's a 360 Hertz, right?
Yeah. Settings. Graphics. Ray tracing off. Yep, this is it.
Okay.
Tap. run.
Then let's run it again, see how it performs.
And last time it was 68 average, a maximum of 77.
So same settings. This is the performance of the Infinite E1, the MAG model, and now we'll have a look at the MPG Infinite X3 AI second. Okay, that's already clearly a lot more.
Yeah. I would say almost. No, not double. More like 2/3.
No, not double, but a lot extra.
Yeah, like 66% boost. At least in this scene. Can also change later in the benchmark.
Okay. While this runs, I'm going to do another giveaway.
Oh yeah, because it takes a while anyways.
So if you haven't participated yet, go to msi.com/insider if it works. Or if you're watching on YouTube, just follow the pinned message on top of the chat. And in Twitch, you can follow the link that our bot puts in the chat once every 5 minutes. To participate in the giveaway, we're giving away game codes for Monster Hunter Rise. And our next winner is... You really have to replace those glasses.
No, I don't know if there was like a letter.
You're entering my part of the screen even.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
No,
Congratulations,
I
you
wasn't
also.
sure if there was like a letter before the zzz.
Yeah, there is an X.
Yeah, but it
Phoenix.
was a little bit unclear if it was like a zzz or something
This
else.
is like when you have a combination of a phoenix and a bee. Then you get phoenix. Or it could be a mosquito too.
Phoenix.
But congrats, you won a game code for Monster Hunter Rise. So please keep an eye on your mailbox, then we'll email the code to you in the coming days with some instructions on how to redeem it. Congrats again. So, my kid, how's your benchmark doing?
Pretty well.
So, score to beat is 68 FPS on average.
How much was it?
That'll be easy.
How much was it on full ray tracing?
A full trade.
It was just now. It was 98, right?
Yours, yeah, it was 98, I believe. So, with ray tracing, it was already a lot higher than without ray tracing on Infinite E1. Makes sense. Of course, this is a higher end gaming PC, but still, it's quite a significant upgrade.
Okay, now it's almost double. Okay, now it's not double, almost double anymore. Okay. So 2 weeks ago...
I think actually the impact of ray tracing in this game is relatively limited to a lot of games I saw. Can already see it with this.
Yeah.
12 FPS difference, but I think here the difference is even smaller, right? Only 6 on average. So usually I'm someone who always switches ray tracing off because more FPS, but here the difference is actually not that big. Yeah.
Well, if you compare it to 2 weeks ago with the starter, let's call it the starter PC, 68 to 104, and then maximum was 77. Now it's 120. Minimum of 60. Now it's 88, and low fifth of 62 versus 94 now. So quite a big bump in performance. But if you compare it to no ray tracing, so the same system, so only just this system with ray tracing on and off, 6 FPS difference. Not that huge.
It's very small, actually.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So if you want to play this game with ray tracing, go ahead, turn it on.
So now let's head over to some AI demonstration.
Yeah. So
what do you have?
First we have NVIDIA Canvas. So NVIDIA Canvas allows you to, it gives you like a scenery environment, and then you can actually...
So this is the panoramic mode, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually 360 scenery.
Yeah, so here in the right top corner, you can see the panoramic, the panoramic view of the image that you have right here. And then these are materials that you can select. For example, let's say I want a flower.
Can I maybe open up the task manager as well?
Oh,
I'm curious about the load on the GPU, because of course this is an NVIDIA piece of software, and it will run on a GPU in this case.
Something like this. And then
side by side.
You the usage of the GPU, which is right here. I'll make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to read for everyone.
Can't you just drag it to the side that it becomes the whole...
Yeah, I mean that also works.
There we go.
So let's say we add one flower here.
How good are you at drawing flowers? Show us.
Bad. um,
It's time for Monkid's paint skills, everyone. But
wait, no, this is not
NVIDIA will fix it. NVIDIA will fix it.
Wait, no.
But look at the load on the GPU.
Wait.
Because it immediately starts rendering this
Wait, this brush is way
to
too
a fancy
thick.
image below.
This is too thick. Okay. Much better.
What are you even attempting to draw?
And then this.
Okay. Should I hide myself? Because now I think I'm blocking like half of the image. Let me see, where am I?
See?
Okay, and I just made myself disappear quickly.
Just look at the GPU load. Let's say I want to add some sand. Then I can do it here.
Can we have a river and a mountain?
A river here.
Some nice nature going. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. And then a mountain here. Okay, that maybe I have to close this. That. Okay, no.
Your mountain looks interesting.
Yeah, it looks like twigs. Maybe I have to do it up here.
At the moment, the GPU load looks more like a mountain range.
Huh, interesting. Not sure how the mountain works. Oh, where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. No.
Nice drawing skills, okay.
Wait, you know what? Forget the mountain. Let's add
No
some
mountain.
clouds.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's cool. Okay, okay.
Okay. Let's see. Stone. Let's put some here. A bush. Put next to it. Oh, okay. That covers it quite nice. The sea. Oh.
Of course we want
I really
sea.
want to know what happens if I do it like this.
They get a tsunami. Whoa, that's interesting. And now you can also look around, right, with the top right thingy, because that's the panoramic one.
Can I also zoom in? No. See the flowers here? Can look up at the clouds there.
It's pretty good at the clouds.
Yeah. I think it does clouds mostly, like really well, and also the river. Yeah, it does rivers and clouds really well.
I'm still waiting for your perfect mountain, though.
Okay, perfect mountain. You know what? I'm just gonna follow the logo that's there. That does look more like a volcano, but okay. This is weird.
You need to practice on your mountain.
Right. I'm not sure this is a mountain.
Looks like a triangle to me.
Yeah, to me as well. Wait. Okay, no. What if I do it like this? Huh, and then it disappears.
Transparent mountain.
Okay, mountain is definitely...
Your mountain does
definitely,
trigger quite a bit GPU load.
definitely is not my forte.
No?
Oh, interesting. What about if I do this? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Can
What
I
is
just...
that?
That's a gate, I think.
Okay.
Oh, no, stone wall. Wait, so does that mean I have to color it in?
Can we also have a quick look later on at the regular NVIDIA canvas?
Yeah, of course.
Because this is, of course, the
This is
beta
the-
version of
yeah,
the...
this is still the beta version
Yeah.
of NVIDIA Canvas. No,
with the panoramic one?
this is not my ideal art.
No?
No.
So now you're going to make
But
something
it's-
that would be.
It's still better than what
Try
I
a
can...
mountain in this one, the not beta version.
Okay, wait. This looks better like this, and I think I can make a little bit smaller.
You can make it full screen if you want. Then we know what it does with the load, so then I'll put myself back into the screen.
So here you can see the sky. Wait. What shall we use? Wait, did I just...
Okay, we need Shrimpunk Snow says, well, it's already named Snow. Put snow on top of the mountain. So first you need to arrange a mountain, and then we need some snow on top.
Wait, do we have like a... Why does it feel like this is zoomed in or something? Wait. Fit. Okay, wait.
There we go.
Wait. Let me restart. Okay, I'll just do fit.
Okay.
Okay.
Mountain.
What happens if I add a mountain here? No, but this is weird. You add a mountain in the sky?
Why are you using the sky as the camera?
Well, that's the thing. I only get skies.
You only have skies. Don't you have like a drop-down menu? For me, it's too small to read, but...
No, I can... This is weird because if I look at the picture there, it doesn't look like this. Wait, I think what we can do is actually open a file and then edit that one.
Sure, go for it.
Mount Everest.
Do you open like a picture then, or how does it work?
I think you open it. Oh, this already has snow. That's no fun. No snow.
Mountain without snow.
Much better.
That's a mountain without snow.
Okay. Save image.
So then it will be very green in the forefront. And
open.
well, real life sometimes also like that. If it's high, the elevation is high, you still have snow.
Oh.
Oh, that's...
Oh, okay. So they also have a couple of presets.
Okay.
Oh, so this is how you're supposed to draw it.
So can you now add snow to the mountain?
Where's snow? That's this one, right? Can I do?
Should be on top.
What would I just do? Did I just add a bigger, make it into a bigger mountain? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're making the mountain bigger.
Oh.
Oh, now you're making it snowy.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay. You're starting to get a hang of mountains.
Okay.
And snow.
No. Wait, what if I add snow to the floor? Can I?
Wiggly Jello says, can you add poop on the ground?
No, I don't think there's poop function here.
No, I think they still need an update for that.
Water. Okay, interesting. That's what happens. Oh, I can create a hill here.
Do you have to completely color it?
Not sure. Whoa.
Okay, that actually worked.
What if I did not color it? Would it still be a hill? No. So it works better if you color something in.
Yeah, it looks like...
Okay.
Oh, that kind of worked.
Yeah. So I have to look. If you do it like this and it's not a hill, then I color it. Boom.
Okay. Yeah. That makes a difference.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, okay, that actually makes sense. If I don't color it, they don't know what to fill with, let's say, the material of a hill.
So what is happening? What is happening with your GPU load?
Wait.
Oh,
you can see it in the Afterburner. It spikes up really hard.
so this is rendered in real time on your PC.
look at the graph. Okay, maybe I was a little bit too fast. Wait, let's see what else we got. Discard changes. Desert.
Nice.
Whoa, so this is done with this? You know, it still makes me think I need to be able to draw the left one before I can draw the right one. Oh no, wait, but oh. He created it in different layers. Okay, so I'm not familiar with like
It's a bit like Photoshop style, yeah?
Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but I understand how this would work. But oh, this is quite nice. Oh, okay. This is actually kind of like for really artistic people, which I'm not.
Okay, can you replace the cloud? So take the layer out,
That
create
would
a new
be
one,
the
and make
first
your
one,
own
right?
clouds.
And then cloud, and then if it allows me to.
But did you now create a
Oh,
new
wait.
layer? Because now you're drawing in another layer.
No, I'm drawing in the same layer which is not supposed to be. Which I'm
Yeah,
not
so new
supposed to
layer,
do.
and then you can create some clouds. Okay, that works really well.
Oh.
Okay, make it a very cloudy day. So that's how you make it a cloudy day, Market.
Well, this is not cloudy enough.
So this is the problem we have in the Netherlands. People are drawing too much and we get cloudy days.
Oh man, I wish that weather could be controlled just like with NVIDIA Canvas.
We just erase some clouds
Yeah.
and
Oh
we have a
guys,
sunny day.
it's
That's
perfect
nice,
weather
that's
today.
nice, that works. Is there more AI stuff you want to demonstrate?
Yes. There's also a benchmark. It's still quite new. I'm not really familiar with the program, but similar to Cinebench, where it tests 3D rendering, this will test your AI inference, how good it actually handles information and changes it into like a new format. So how would I? Yeah, that's pretty much how I would explain it. But during this test, you can choose to use either the NPU or the GPU.
So the NPU that is built in the
And
Core Ultra
yeah.
7? Yeah. Or the
Or you can
GPU, the
use
discrete graphics
Yeah,
card
and then you would use the tensor cores of the GPU.
of the NVIDIA chip.
Yeah.
It's called UL.
But of course, this is quite new, so there
okay.
is not really something that we can reference it to. Still.
But you can benchmark the NPU against the GPU?
Yeah, that is something we can do. So we'll do this one. So here you can you go to Intel OpenVINO, which is the NPU, and then you can also choose NVIDIA instead. But here we're going to use the NPU float 16.
Can you make this a bit bigger through scaling or something?
No.
Now scaling in Windows,
Ah,
so we can read what you're doing. There we go.
So here you have two options, CPU or NPU. Of course, we're going to go with NPU because we want to test the NPU in this PC.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, we're going to test it with the NVIDIA Tensor cores. So we're going to use the same settings, of course. So float 16 for precision, because here we have float 16 as well. I'll just select that later. But NPU float 16 run. But to be honest, it's not visually. It's not really exciting.
No?
No. So
No clouds popping in, or mountains, or
no.
sudden snowfall.
So if you want, we can do another giveaway.
Oh, that we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't participated yet, make sure to do so, because I think after this we will have only one more drawing.
No, after this we
Or
should have
two.
two.
We can still do two.
Yeah, we can do two at the end.
That's nice. And our next winner.
Graland? Oh no, Greyfont. Greyfont.
This looks interesting. You're heading into my personal space again.
Can you not highlight it?
Okay. I will try.
Oh, Greyfenol.
Yeah. Greyfenol, I don't know how to pronounce it, but congratulations. You also won a game code for
Monster
Monster
Hunter
Hunter
Rise.
Rise. So while this visually very interesting benchmark is running, I will quickly go back here. Because you can still participate in our giveaway. Go to msi.com/2/insider, or if that doesn't work on YouTube, follow the direct link to Gleam that is on top of the chat pinned, or follow the link that our bot puts in the Twitch chat once every 5 minutes. And make sure to still sign up to have a chance to win one of those last
Because we
codes.
have still 2 more codes to give away, so make sure to participate.
Yeah. Let me open up the chat
Especially
again.
Skeets, because he wants to win games.
Skeets, make sure to sign. I think Skeets already signed up. Should have.
No, because I remember he wants to win.
How long does this benchmark take?
I think it takes a couple minutes. Yeah.
Okay. A couple of minutes, not a couple of hours.
No.
Okay. If you say so. I see a bar moving very slowly. So this bar will go quicker on a GPU, right?
Most likely.
Okay. That's not a clear answer, man.
That I do agree with.
Okay.
Oh, Inception. Is that a...
Good movie. LFP Gaming says when the fans cycle to green, they disappear. They do. I thought you set them to flame.
Didn't I change? Oh.
You went back to party mode.
Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, I think. Oh. Oh, you see, it's going faster.
Now that's the trick. You just open Mystic Light, RGB, well, usually extra FPS, but now extra AI performance.
Oh yeah, it's because of AI engine. Oops. Wait a minute. AI engine off. Is it back to flame?
No, we're still RGBing all the way.
Mystic light.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, because no. Okay, apply.
So now we're with Inception P4. What does it say? Yeah.
And for the people that are interested, if it's really using the MPU, here you can see. Oh well, now it's dropping. So what's new in the task manager is that you can actually see how much of the MPU is being used in certain for example, this task, and you can see that's being used 70%ish right now. So this proves that it's also not using the CPU for this task or GPU.
Yeah, it is nice that you can separately see the load of all the things, so you actually know where something is being calculated and rendered. And
oh,
bar is filling up. CPU load is actually very low while it's doing this.
yeah.
It is doing something because you see brief spikes, so it is somewhat involved, but not doing the actual work that's on the MPU.
You'll probably see something similar in a bit with the GPU, but then only GPU high.
So how many res nets are we still getting?
50.
So we're done.
This looks cool, going to download Canvas myself. I mean, you could create a pretty cool...
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
You could create a pretty cool background tailored to your taste.
I think for Canvas you do need an RTX graphics card,
Yeah.
I believe, because you need a tensor course.
You need
in
the
order
40,
to-
I think
yeah.
you actually need the 40 series as well.
Really, for Canvas?
Or not.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think any RTX...
Any RTX is fine, yeah.
Yeah, performance may differ. May run a bit better on a faster one. but-
Future components will have CPU, GPU, NPU, APU, ZPU. Where will it end? Once we finish the whole alphabet. DPU, BPU.
PU all the way.
Yeah.
So which is your favorite? CPU, GPU, NPU, APU?
GPU.
Yeah, GPU.
Yeah. Most fun with GPUs.
You think?
Yeah.
CPUs are more fun, right?
Too complex for me.
Really?
It's fun if you like complex stuff, but CPU for me is a little bit too.
What I like about CPU is that there is more to fiddle around with usually. GPUs are they're more it's more set in stone what you
Yeah.
can do with it. Of course, you can still undervolt or underclock certain things, but you cannot adjust as much as you can with the CPU. With CPU, you can do a lot of different things.
Maybe that's the reason why.
Yeah, and that's why I enjoy it.
Yeah.
More fiddling around with it, more trial and error.
Well, I know you like trial and error because I remember the live stream with the
Oh, the
old
Core 2
school-
Duo, the E6600
the old school
overclocking.
PC and then
Love
the
it.
overclocking.
Love it.
Oh,
So good.
I can't imagine having to overclock during that period.
It was so good.
Oh,
Fiddling around with front side bus.
no, I started way later, so I'm happy I didn't have to do that. YOLO.
It's the YOLO benchmark. YOLO V3 even. You can also see like basically the different tests running on the MPU because it has like gaps in between where the MPU is briefly idle
Mm.
and then it goes back to high load again. But interestingly enough, it doesn't go to full
100,
load, not
yeah.
to 100.
Well, I kind of like the name Open Vino, but Vino makes me think of wine.
Wine, yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. I'm not a wine person though.
I am
Yeah? White or red?
white. Don't like beer.
Sweet or dry?
Ooh, both.
Really?
Yeah.
I think sweet white wine is the most disgusting thing on this planet.
No, I like them both. But my favorite drink would be a gin tonic.
A gin tonic is
Yeah, gin tonic is perfect. Oh, it's at 100%.
Oh, that's an intense test.
Okay, this is a very intensive test.
What is it called, this one?
Real
Real
S run.
Okay. So at the end of this test, do we get like a certain number?
Yeah, you get a number just with.
Oh, now it goes quick.
You know, if I remember, the people that made 3D Mark also made this benchmark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have fiddling around with AI as well, of course, but I haven't been benchmarking AI so far. So this is also new to me, this program.
I mean, if you want to benchmark more often, you should ask Ruud.
It benchmarks a lot.
Yep. Oh, what the TDP is. Oh, I wonder how much. Yeah, how much water.
Specifically for the NPU, I'm not sure because it's part of the total.
I wonder if the
CPU
total
package.
CPU packages.
Actually, yeah, it's also very difficult to measure, I think. But it's a good question.
Oh,
I will actually ask Ruud if he can find out a way to basically separate the NPU power usage from the rest of the CPU. Because there's so many
okay.
components that make up a CPU that are also using power.
This reminds me a lot of 3D Mark.
So you can save this, right? Or export or whatever, so you have it available, and then we can run it on the GPU.
Export as PDF.
And then we can compare it after that. Just drop it on desktop.
Yeah. Then we go to my suite. And then we have.
Your Sweet 16.
Then we go to Tensor, also float 16. RAM.
So running the same test now, but this time on a GPU.
Yeah.
So this should theoretically also go quicker.
faster? Yeah.
Unless the
Unless it's
benchmark's always the same length, but it just
but it
renders
just,
more.
Yeah. It just
not sure
like
how this
tests,
one
tests the potential of
That's
it.
a bit like 3D Mark as well. It's not like it will go quicker on a quicker GPU. It will render the same thing with more frames. So it will render more frames in total for the same thing. Okay, it's currently running the system info. Can you pull up the load again?
What load?
GPU load in this case.
Oh, okay, like that. You mean in Task Manager?
Yeah, in Task Manager.
Oh, I thought I just clicked on cancel benchmark.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, okay, this goes to 100% right away.
Okay.
Or not. Or it does.
Spikes. But now, as you can see, the MPU inside the Intel CPU is completely idle. It's at
But
0% load.
The
now.
CPU is being used or not. It was.
It is being used a bit more than it was when the NPU was doing the benchmark. Still, the load is not that high, but I believe it was below 10% when the NPU was doing this, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It may differ where in the benchmark, though, because it seems to run different tests that behave differently, so maybe we checked at the wrong time.
And the GPU is also being used more intense.
Ooh, LFP Gaming has a very good question. I wonder, can the NPU run Crysis?
I don't want to test that.
Asking the real questions. Can it run Crysis?
Do you still have a CD?
Yeah, I should still have it somewhere laying around.
Oh no, not that again. Bad memories now.
Why? All PCs are great.
Oh, now it's dropped quite low. The CPU. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Okay, no, it's back down.
The CPU is chilling now. At 1K is a good suggestion.
No, not yet. We're gonna do a last giveaway for 2 people at the end.
Not one in between?
No, I like a little bit more suspense.
Because I already expected your benchmark to be.
You have it on Steam? Wait, Crysis is on Steam? Not the old version, right?
Well, I'm not sure actually. Could be.
I know that the remastered one might be on Steam.
But the real old school thing is having it on a disc.
I'm gonna wait for a sale and then I'm actually gonna play the game.
Oh, apparently they removed it, so people maybe already own it, but you cannot purchase it anymore. Probably. I had the same. I had the same with Rocket League. I have that on Steam as well, but then Epic bought Psyonix, so they took it.
But can you still play it?
Off. Yeah, you can still play it on Steam.
Okay.
But they took it off the Steam store because they moved it to the Epic Game Store. So if you already own it, you can continue to play it, but if you don't own it yet, you cannot buy it there anymore.
Okay. I think this is going faster than the previous one.
It does seem a bit faster.
Because with the NPU, it took 9 minutes, and now we're only 3 minutes in, and it's already at the inception, which took quite a while for the NPU.
Don't jinx it. Maybe now it will take half an hour.
Oh no.
The load on the GPU at certain points is really high.
It is crazy though.
Yeah. So it is working
because the
hard
NPU was at 70% most of the time.
Yeah, depending on the part of the benchmark though, because at a certain point it was just 100% all the time. And then idle, then 70. You do see the same with the gaps in the graph though. Yeah. So at certain points I think it's maybe loading something or idling briefly. So far so good?
Yeah.
No flames?
Cool. No.
Apart from the RGB effect, yeah.
Yeah, I think airflow is good here. No, I mean it's set on the curve.
So at home, are you now also setting a curve?
Maybe I'll use Silent Storm.
Yeah. But also within your BIOS,
no,
you
because
can set nice
normally I do it in my BIOS, but sometimes I see people use fan control.
Also possible, but then it's software. So it will only activate as soon as the software is running.
And if you don't want the software running, you won't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always prefer to set it in the BIOS.
I did have the problem with, so I built a new PC. For remember I told you a friend of mine asked me to build his gaming room?
Yeah.
So I built his PC. The fans and the AIO were always at 100%, non-stop.
That's
but then
a fan curve.
I changed it in the BIOS.
Yeah.
It didn't change. But then I deleted the device in the device manager and then installed the software of the company. And then it lowered and then I could control it from there, but I couldn't do it in BIOS, which was really weird for me.
It's usually if you just plug it into a fan header, then you can control it.
Exactly.
You can still switch it between PWM and DC.
I did. It didn't change anything. I even played, I played with everything in the BIOS, nothing. Don't know why though, but I was scared at first. I thought that thing was overheating or whatsoever, but it was at at 35 degrees, so.
If it's running at 100%, then it should be quite
But now
cool
it's quiet, everything is good. But yeah, I'm used to like doing it in
Edwin
BIOS.
K is asking, when is there a manual on the site coming how to undervolt an Intel CPU?
Didn't you have a video on it?
Yeah, but that's for the previous generation.
Oh, yeah.
So that's also different architecture. I don't know, to be honest, but I think that's definitely an interesting topic. So maybe later on we could also consider to maybe do some additional live streaming about this, about maybe some overclocking, undervolting, those kind of things. Dive a little bit deeper into the BIOS, because this new generation, actually not only this new Intel generation, but also the latest AMD generation, 800 series, they come with the new ClickBIOS X or ClickBIOS 10. So I think we will try to prepare some kind of live stream where we will go a little bit deeper into the BIOS, into the functions, and then we can also cover things like underclocking, undervolting, overclocking, those kind of things. So maybe that will be helpful. But I definitely think it's an interesting topic. We're also still figuring a lot of stuff out. So Ruud is doing a lot of testing in the background because, of course, especially for Intel, completely new platform, and it, in certain situations, it just behaves very differently from what we know from previous generations. So 12th, 13th, and 14th generation, they're built on the same platform. They use a similar architecture. So by now, of course, we know how that kind of architecture behaves. But now there is a lot still to be discovered, how these new Ultra 2 series, the 200 CPUs from Intel, behave in certain situations, how they respond to certain undervolts, how they work with their clocks if you set certain settings. So there's still a lot to be figured out for us as well. So I think this is maybe a topic that would be better to push out maybe a few months, so we know more about the platform, we can learn a lot, and then of course we can share those experiences with you and hopefully give you a bit of an indication of what you could fiddle with to try to get it maybe even more efficient or get some more performance out of it, lower power usage, those kind of things. Sad Place VR is asking, what's a giveaway for? It's game codes for Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah.
Probably some. So, Piotka said probably some software still overrode your BIOS fan settings. Well, that's the thing. Nothing was installed, so it's weird.
Or it was specifically the AIO you said?
Well, no, all the other fans as well. So, all the fans were connected to one controller.
The controller 100% the problem.
Oh.
That was not an MSI controller.
No.
Yeah, I know, because they don't behave like that. It's the controller that forces something.
No.
And basically it forces you to update software that you maybe didn't want to use.
Oh. Oh.
Because basically the controller is just requesting the 100%.
The GPU started spinning a lot.
Hmm?
The GPU started spinning because it's getting a little bit hot.
Yeah, of course the fans need to spin up when you're putting 100% load in the GPU for quite a while now, then it's good that it spins up a bit.
No, I actually tried every option. I tried updating the BIOS before I actually changed any settings. Didn't work.
Telling you controller is the problem.
Yeah, no, I think
that one will for
I think
sure
so as well.
request it. It basically then overrides the.
Oh, quick question.
Yeah.
If I see that the top part of the motherboard is bent here at the I/O shield, does that?
The I/O shield.
Yeah. Does that?
What did you do with it?
No, I saw what? No. I saw a friend of mine. He had a PC, and then this. I thought, why is there a hole here? Then he said, oh yeah, I dropped my motherboard and it's bent.
Okay.
Does that kind of like damage the way it functions, or?
The I/O, no, the I/O shield has nothing to do with
Okay.
that. He can consider himself lucky that he dropped it on the I/O shield and that took the hit. Because the I/O shield, other than being a cover, doesn't do anything.
Because like the top part that sticks out, that was bent.
Okay, yeah.
It still did fit his PC.
It's better to have your I/O shield bent than your PCB.
1920.
Okay, so export to PDF and let's have them side by side to evaluate the scores, and then let's draw our last two winners.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna turn this one off. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Oh wait.
So on the left we have the MPU and on the right the GPU.
Yeah.
So that is quite a big difference. And this, of course, is still
especially here.
Yeah, the GPU just has a lot more processing power, especially in terms of AI workloads.
Device. Okay, it's for the rest. Hardware monitoring.
I like that it exports this as well, so you see the kind of load during the benchmark. That's something I would like to see with more benchmarks. So you can kind of see the whole behavior of the system during the benchmarks. That's not a common thing to export like this. That's nice. Okay, show the scores again. So 365 in total.
I would say like 6 times better.
Yeah, but it makes sense. A GPU is just very good at these kind of tasks.
The CPU was faster somehow.
The CPU score.
Duration. Well, this was 1 minute longer.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know this benchmark well enough to.
No, same here. This is quite new for me. Well, this is not quite new. This is new for me. But I'll probably discuss this with Ruud because he also did this benchmark before, and I can see what the difference is between setups that he has and the ones that I have here.
Okay. Do you know what time it is?
Giveaway.
Time for the last 2 giveaways.
And also next week.
Next week, we will do some benchmarking on AMD X870E, and that's all we're going to tell about it.
Yeah. It's NDA.
But it will be interesting.
It's NDA. That's it. That's all we can say.
Hey, you're already saying too much.
Oh.
Maybe it isn't NDA. Maybe it is.
Okay.
But it will be interesting. So make sure to join next week. We will have some
fun times.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
who's going to be here?
I will be here, and the rest I will keep as a secret. But I
okay,
will invite some guests
Okay.
to make this extra interesting.
Interesting.
So make sure to be here next week for some AMD X870E benchmarking with something.
Oh, no, I cannot say that name.
Yeah, this is totally yours, Monkey. Good luck.
A Raj creation team. A Raj creation team or something.
Congratulations, you also won a Monster Hunter Rise.
You should say it as well. Like, come on.
No, I don't have to repeat this one. This was so clear the way you pronounced it that the winner will definitely know that they won.
No, you can do that one. That's easy.
Fact, Tom won. Congratulations, one of our regular visitors.
Yep.
Congratulations, you also won a game code for Monster Hunter Rise. So congrats again to all the winners. We will send the codes to you in the coming days with some instructions on how to redeem it. Make sure to be here next week for our very interesting live stream.
Very, very interesting.
Very interesting. Same place, same time. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. And have a good morning, afternoon,
or evening,
night, wherever you are. And goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.